But them first give me a let me laugh for a little while.
All right. Yeah, so like we were going into, you know what I'm saying, these nations rising up against each other, like I said in Jeremiah 15:16, every nation shall return to their own country. And this is why, as of recently, it came out that these nations have been rebuking you Edomites for your historic treachery. Like this guy Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, all right, down there in around the northwestern Africa region, or near Niger, okay. He said, so essentially, what he came out and said, or pointed out, is that America has been exacerbating the resources of these nations, and that's why it also had come out that that coup that's going on down there in Niger or Niger, however you say it, Niger, okay, has the French behind it, because these Edomites have always been known to infiltrate other lands that belong to them. So it came out that France had implied a threat of war against the French. Against the France had applied a threat of war if quote unquote French interests were compromised down there in Niger. How did Niger or Niger respond? I would say Niger. Niger responded by setting fire to the French embassy, because right now they got a coup. They got a planned coup down there in Niger. Okay. All right, because Esau's infiltration down there, and that's why this guy Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso in Africa said, how is it that Africa is one of the wealthiest lands in the world? Well, nature, water, generous nature, water, sun, abundance. But then now, Africa is like the poorest continent now. Why is that? Micah 2, verses 1 and 2. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Esau's not a keeper at home. He's a vagabond.
That's right.
He's a goddamn devil. The subclaimed white man.
Yeah, when you talk about apartheid, you had 3 million so-called white people down there, versus roughly 9 million of those Hamites. This is during the Nelson Mandela time. You go, why couldn't 9 million just trample over the 3 million? Why is it that 3 million people are living in great, having a great life, and the other 9 million are living in poverty? Now this is part of that catch there where Nelson Mandela, amongst the black community, some of the black community here in America, is considered some type of pioneer of the civil rights, or some type of like he works with us. Okay?
He's working on our behalf.
He's working on our behalf. Now, free Mandela like that, really? No.
There's damn coon ass nigga, Chris Tucker in that movie Rush Hour 2. Free Mandela! See that?
Yeah. No, Mandela, he has nothing to do with us. Okay? But see, that's all part, that's the reason why that's the reason why Esau called us African Americans, Caribbean Americans, or Caribbean Africans. Okay? Out in the Bahamas and Jamaica, we're thought about coming from Africa. So you have something called Junkanoo, Cannibal, all that garbage down there, right? And you can't talk to them down there, bro. You can't talk to them. I know. I tried talking to so-called relatives. And if you want to be down there, that's fine. Don't give me a call on WhatsApp app going, hey man, things are going tough down there. Like, why are you contacting me? You ain't listening. Y'all love the doggone couple thousand freaking doggone, British people that are down there ruling parliament down there. Okay? Because they told y'all the black slave emancipation, all this other horse shit. So they know, there was never for us. And Esau ensured that he gathered the wealth in the form of these missionaries going over there to go help the starving children, which the world is starving even more than ever, so this man didn't help nothing. okay, stealing, experimenting. And shame when you damn leaders that actually don't want to do about it and you went along with it. Ask yourself this question: when this comes out, when the chip comes out, do you know how Esau used the CIA? You know how they was bribing those countries? They was giving them suitcase, like actual briefcase of money. Anytime you look at some of the movie, what do you always see? A bag of money, right enough a bag of money, you know, paper money, something tangible. How is he going to be able to get those people to side with him with this? Because that's an individual thing.
You know how? Beautiful question. It lines up with prophecy. You know how? Go ahead and get it. I was looking for this precept earlier. You know what? Yeah, I think I know where it's at. It's in Sirach. About the shot.
Because Esau passed your daughters. Always been there. You got it up?
Yeah, come on.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach, chapter 39, verse 25. And it reads, "For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners." Here's the point, verse 26. "The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour, wheat," okay, another cooking agent, "honey, milk, and the blood of the grape," which is the ayan, wine, and oil and clothing. These are necessities that we rely on, right? Now, goes into more detail. And how the wicked have to use these things for evil. Verse 27, "All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned to evil." Why? Because Esau weaponized these resources. And so why he used these proxy wars like the Ukraine proxy war and the breadbasket of the world to compromise the distribution of these precious commodities, man, the necessities of these natural resources, you know, that we rely on. Okay, that's why by using this proxy, the Ukraine proxy war, to further provoke Russia, okay, to further justify compromising these resources, that further led Russia into ending that Black Sea grain deal. And then as a further result of that, you had there's a video of a bunch of bugged out ass Elamites panic buying down there in Dallas, Texas, of rice.
Yeah.
See that? There's a biblical prophecy further manifesting off these pages, man. And that's how Esau is going to further roll this out. That's how Esau is going to further justify rolling this out. Okay? As if to say, oh, you want to continue to eat? Okay, well here's a solution. On behalf of our Hegelian dialectic, by creating a problem, engineering and concocting and devising the problem to present the solution, which is this chip, to sustain order. Having you, which the further effect of the chip, to have you in a mental and spiritual slavery.
And Esau can help you people go on fighting each other. Okay? Because part of that addition is going to be the fact that people are coming out and talking the truth about him because, okay, he's being exposed, okay, which is why they're going to blame the ministry. That's why we can be deemed, okay, as, okay, target number one, terrorist number one, because we expose this man. No matter what he brings out, we can expose this man. Going back thousands of years, exactly who this man is. We've identified him, okay, who he is, okay, and what he has done, what he's currently doing, and what he's going to do. Okay, so you need to somehow disconnect, okay, that siren or that trumpet that's sounding this alarm. You need to disconnect that. And he's going to have you people coming up against the men that are bringing up the truth. You're also going to be going up against each other because not all of you are going to agree to it. All you Edomites are not going to agree. You so-called white people are going to kill each other because some of you are going to say, "Screw this," and you've seen that separation happening right now as they're building up with people deciding to pick sides or pick the side that they're going to go on. Okay, and the rest of you who want to continue to follow in this society, you know, especially Sodomites. Okay. You're going to go and say, okay, yeah, I'm going to go along with that. So I'm going to go and I'm going to squeal on these people. Well, what happens to snitches? They get stitches, but it's going to be permanent this time. So this is not going to work out quite away. I actually get something out. This is the book of Isaiah 47, and starting with verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. But thou shalt be called no more tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, and make bare thy legs, uncover the thighs, and pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yes, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not be as a man." And this man is being uncovered right now. If it was all possible, he would what? Deceive the elect. You can't. You can't, Esau. You can't do a damn doggone thing about it.
That's what hurt you. Like that. She go back to that she my bitch from Infowars. She was upset that the brothers was not yielding to her crafty advances to further indulge in her crafty advances to implicate those brothers on charges, to buy into her crafty attempt to entice her brothers to say something carnal, so they can take the video, edit it, and do what Esau usually does with his Edomite propaganda.
And even Esau, when you do that, Yahweh already said when they bring you up into the magistrate, don't even think about what you're going to say. He's going to speak.
That's right.
So you're going to hear a God. You're going to hear the God speak through His men.
That's right.
It's already been written. Your demise. It's already been written. If I know I'm going to win, what the hell do I have to worry for?
That's right. It's already rigged for me. It's already rigged for the winner. So winner's like, all right, I was at the plantation last night talking about rigged sports and how we watching this preliminary fight before the main event between Spence and Crawford, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, and basically there was a Jake, I believe, only landed like 16 body shots to the other guys like 60 or 70 body shots. Guess who won the fight? And we were talking about that. I was like, see, it never fails. And that reminded me of that Super Bowl between the Patriots and Seahawks back in 2014, where the Seahawks were on the 1 yard line. All they had to do was just skip in the end zone. They win the Super Bowl. Well, they set up in a shotgun formation to rig it for Tom Brady to win. I mean, at that point, I'm like, all right, sports is fake, and then it's like this is some WWE shit.
Yeah.
So using that carnal, minute, worldly example, okay, to further bring substance and perspective and context to the brother's point, is that we already know that it's rigged for us, man. So just like, you got Tom Brady sitting back, all right, well, I'm gonna win. I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit to worry about. That's why you look so relaxed over there on the sideline. So we realize what Isaiah 33:6. For wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. We're gonna be stable up here. Because we already know the play. We already know the blueprint. We already
know exactly what's going to happen.
Done.
Okay? We already know the nation's going to come against you. We already know you Edomites, you so-called white people, you Caucasian, going to kill each other. You 2/3 and Jacob Sharp are going to be going after each other. Do you know why? I want you right now, and I put in a video earlier this week, there are 2/3. Those of you not in the truth, to go up to a Negro, dark skin like me, go up to a Latino and go see if they can embrace you like a devil brother or sister. They're not. They're not going to embrace you. They see you as the enemy. They see you as they completely see themselves as a totally different nation than your ass, man. You think they believe in this? They actually, some of them believe that when we say we're part of the 12 tribe of Israel, that somehow we trying to kiss their ass and freaking they're going out them to try to make them our friend. They don't give two shits. It's on here. Whether you forbear or whether you hear or forbear. Time will tell when Esau, when anyone that has an accent like por favor or bien or gracias, say that word around these Edomites when the time comes like that. They hate your ass, okay? I know that for a fact.
That's why they were lynching you for that very fact. They were lynching you between the 18th to to around the 9th to the 20th century. That's about 2 or 3 centuries.
Yeah, having them bathed in gasoline before they come out here.
Yeah,
a couple of months ago, they was just saying you have diseases and cockroach and body lice and freaking they're going to bring tuberculosis over here, okay? And all that stuff. As long as these Edomites see that they can go to a job and have freaking have food to put on their plate, they're not going to pull their doggone shotgun and blow your ass away. They're not going to freaking randomly come in and blow you or kill you or do shit to you. But you wait. I brought her earlier when the job goes from the head and the tail. Okay? What do these Edomites like to do? Commit suicide. But before they do that, they can look and go, it's them damn niggas, them damn snakes that they don't call sis. Okay? Right. And you're gonna be in that damn spirit kumbaya or freaking doggone, we shall overcome or Black Lives Matter, let's all get together and join hands with your damn enemy. Who's looking, I don't know, I've never done it in my life, but I've seen it happen before where somebody want to shake somebody hand, they slap it away. Sure. Actually, they jab it. They want to shake hand like that. It's like, when are you going to realize to the point that this person ain't going to shake your hand? Just sign off and go, peace, no peace, and walk away. Okay?
Yeah, high and by, man.
High and by.
Keep that shit moving, man.
Okay? That's going to be these Edomites, man. They how many times they got to slap your hands away and tell you, man, we don't want you. You're not us.
And then seeing line back on that with a couple of precepts come to mind, Mr. Ahchyam said, if it all possible be peaceable with all men. And then it says, another precept where it says, never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing reference. So we don't have to publicly proclaim to these devils in the world, like in corporate and so forth, that we hate them. How you gonna look telling you're eating my boss, or you a fucking Edomite, you going to slavery? That's foolish, man. That's not being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, man. You run your friends to work. And some of us have been guilty of that, but we didn't know any better. And now there's no more cloak for our foolishness, man, our folly.
Yeah, because you've been warned and you've been told about it. So yeah, when you first come under the IUIC banner, you get entertained by them with that, where they blow the horn, when they go, they got a happy hour. Okay, I would say IUIC happy hour. WFI. Yeah, those they entertain you. Those are great for entertainment. But this is where the truth is, right here. Great Millstone, and likewise Ahchyam, that's actually doing this work. Okay? And it's a solemn assembly, man. This is serious business. I can't look at these people and see them as my friends. I see them as people who are biding their time to slay me. Okay? But, again, we have to live in this society, and who runs the society? The Edomites. They're in charge. And until the time comes where we are taken out of this, okay? Yes, you have to stop at the stop sign. Do not mouth off to the cops, God. Okay? Don't try to lord with stupidness, man. Okay? And for those who are coming and saying, well, certain brothers are going, they say certain brothers are going out and hiding in the bushes. Did you go to the spot? If around here is the Hells Angels, bikers, and all this other stuff that you think me and the brother going to stand up here with signs and talk and say, you done going devil, going to doggone slavery by us in front of the Hells Angels? No? Does that sound like wise man to you?
You're not utilizing wisdom.
You're not utilizing wisdom. Certain towns out here, right here in Texas, if you happen to be living in that town, you're not going to come up with this in that town. You're gonna have to drive off. And you may very well, the closest town to you may very well be in a damn desert. Or the closest place for you to go might be very well be in a damn desert. Either way, when you put it on the information highway or the internet or the unicorn, YouTube, it'll still be seen by more people that are going by. We're on the main artery right here in El Paso. How many people walk up here so far? But when we put this video up on YouTube and the other platforms and on Ahchyam, people in Russia, China, and everywhere have seen it.
Yeah, the brother sent me the analytics from Ahchyam. Over 1,000 people in Singapore are watching this, man.
That's going to be 24 hours. That's that site, Ahchyam.com. Site created by brother for brothers. 24 hours. 1,000 in Singapore. Almost 6,000 in the United States. All over the place we got the analytics of who's watching what. Even down to the point to where they didn't even talk about what phone or whether it was on desktop or even on the phone and everything like that. Okay? All the way. Who's watching? So it's getting out there.
I got it right here, Ahchyam. So 1.18 thousand viewers in 24 hours in Singapore, 416 viewers on Venezuela, from Venezuela. So obviously that's Asher. Okay, a lot of Israel, that's Asherite land. Okay, we got 48 people in 24 hours watching in Ireland. Okay, because we took over Europe for nearly 1,000 years. Okay, we're actually from 325 AD to around 1453, so that's a little over 1,000 years. It lines up with the prophecy in Revelation 20 chapter. Anyway, 42 views from Zimbabwe, 39 views from Sweden, 35 views from Denmark, 21 views from the Russian Federation, and then 15 and 14 views in Germany and China, man. So people are watching globally.
Yeah.
Because the elects are scattered globally. See what I'm saying? So we have the bigger pictures. We have the bigger picture to have our minds fixated on that, not the distractions out here.
Exactly.
See, we're trying to get the fuck up out of Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah, that's saying that.
Not to try to contribute to staying here any fucking longer. You know, Yahweh Shemeshai, it's up to Yahweh knows when he's gonna send his only begotten son Yahweh to redeem us from this place, from these curses.
And that's a site that is not even have a big marketing. It's not well known like YouTube, but yet still the Lord is pushing it out there.
Right.
And that's a 24-hour report. So imagine what a 7-day report looks like. It comes out every Sunday in the thousands. Shockingly. You got Denmark on there?
Denmark. Yeah, Denmark.
Denmark. Man, you can't get more white than that.
35 views in 24 hours.
Yeah, what is 35 Danish people looking at that for?
Right.
Exactly. This is what we're talking about here. So the world is going to know who Esau is and going to wake up. Okay? Esau assume we're just here, this is just it. Are you nuts? No, this is not just it. Okay? The world is going to know when it says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemashai is his name, the Holy One of Israel, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance and given them in thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. No mercy. This is what we want to rule the earth forever? How does it benefit us? Come on, Jay. How does this benefit us? Look at this, man. Huh? How does this benefit us? It don't. And it says, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. So this man doesn't give a rat's ass about youth or age. You can best believe. And I was talking with our brother there, and we was talking, and he said, and I said it before. He said, "Man, you were one of the slaves who actually used to get a lot of beatings and run.
Yeah, you're runaway slaves. Yeah.
But I could just tell from my spirit right now. I knew I was a field Negro for one. Boy, and I hated work. I could tell that from my spirit right now. And I was one of the ones who was running all the time, and I got a lot of beatings. Because even in this life, I ran away from home all the time. I was a rebellious child. Okay?
Yeah, because ultimately through the spirit, what it is, Jake is that's the spirit right there, man. Hold on. You'll see what you're talking about. That's the spirit, man. So this is Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 6, and it reads, "My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place." That's the spirit why you're doing it. Because you knew, like Dorothy said, there's no place like home. Well, in our case, the plantation, we knew the plantation wasn't our place of rest. So we were yearning to find a place of rest. We didn't know where the fuck we were going either. When we were anywhere like here. And now we know this is the source of our resting place. That's why Esau, in the spirit, in slavery, did not allow us to be, especially this. If you got caught reading this guy's pretty much death on sight. That's why they use Nat Turner and so forth to really start that, that wave of the slave Bible. Okay? That's around the time where they were using Nat Turner to push their filth, preach their filth to us. Their so-called white, their religion, okay, masqueraded under the guise of white supremacy. For the prophesied in 1 Maccabees 1:41 to verse 43. That's what they were using to persecute Jacob from crossing the border through Roman iconoclasm by denying them citizenship from a land that they fucking stole from them in the first place if they didn't accept Roman Catholicism. Okay, being burned at the stake if they didn't accept Christianity. You know what I'm saying? So Esau's always, been pushing his filth. That's why they use the slave Bible. They removed scriptures in the Bible and gave us a slave Bible. That's when that movie, Birth of a Nation with Nate Parker and played Nat Turner. There's a scene in that movie where the Edomite said, "Oh, thou shalt obey thy masters," referencing Romans the 13th chapter. But I wasn't talking. See, Esau used certain scriptures. Esau used certain scriptures to justify subjugating the apple of the Lord's eye under his dominion. See, when in all actuality, that scripture has been navigate in the midst of slavery. Don't like the brother said, don't be a fool out here. Like how Ahchyam said, he rebuked the wicked and the scribes and Pharisees when they said, "Oh well, should we not? What did you say, you Lord? Should we pay our taxes?" He said, "All right, turn that penny over. Use superscription in the back of that penny. Caesar. All right, then nigga, then pay render to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. No, that's not. This is not our land. That's why he said, if this was my kingdom, my servants would fight."
Damn right.
And that's why I think
that's why he can't wait too.
Come on, and he's about to give us that green light real soon, man.
Yep. Can't wait.
So another thing too, man. Sorry, we're supposed to be in the spirit of our forefather, King Solomon. We another incarnation of Ahchyam.
We ain't supposed to be having no damn fear, man. This ain't no ministry of fear, okay?
That's right.
And I pointed on the video there with RUIC. They put at the beginning of all their videos on their site and on their videos they have, "We are not a hate group." We are not a hate group. What the hell you mean? Why you gonna put that up there? I don't think I've ever done a video without showing this place getting blown the hell off, or damn Edomite getting his head pumped the hell off by Ahchyam. Okay? We supposed to hate evil and wicked. Why the hell you gonna love a man that has done that to your nation, to your people?
That's why what was it? Yohanan? I think it was Yohanan that said, General Yohanan that said, well, we don't hate white man. God hates the white man.
I hate him.
Yeah, we do. I hate him with a baby.
I hate you damn Edomites with a doggone passion.
Scripture on that. What did King David say? See? That's why the scripture says the house of David shall wax stronger and stronger in the book of Samuel, I believe. And the house of Saul shall wax weak and weaker. So did not King David say that he hates Esau with perfect hatred?
Damn right.
That's what he said. Okay? That's what our king said, man. So while you're making those statements would further suggest that perhaps he may just be of the house of Saul.
Absolutely. It's on all their videos. We're not a hate group. Well, hey, the Southern Law, what is it, Southern Poverty Law? Or whatever else they call it.
Southern Poverty Law.
Well, that ain't what they saying about you. They have you labeled as a hate group.
God.
So what's the point of you being what's the point of y'all being a pussy-ass group for? All that marching, all that damn purple, that one dinosaur, Barney the dinosaur marching. Okay, y'all gotta show yourself up as you already got.
You gotta HR over. That's why in Ecclesiastes it says, "Be not over righteous much." Why should it not destroy ourselves? That's a paraphrase. Look at a case in point. I just found out. Remember that tall brother from IYC, Ahchyam, with the eyes. He got suspended. He reportedly got suspended for committing adultery. And it's the same nigga that said you can call the Heavenly Father Yo play yoga. Now look at his ass. You see that? You see IYC. That's for the exposed wickedness of that congregation. Because which means you suspended that man? That man should have been kicked out the camp for that shit.
They're not preparing you for war, man. They're not preparing you, okay, for what this man is planning on doing. You really believe that this chip is going to be implemented peacefully? This is going to be implemented with a lot of bloodshed, okay? A lot of bloodshed. What is it? What they say in Latin here? Order of the chaos?
Order. Yeah.
Order of the chaos.
Yeah.
Okay. So why the hell? Why does it not like this order? Why didn't they just say, hey, we're going to implement this peacefully? They're going to bring that chaos so that you can bow down to the knees, begging for this, begging for this. But it's going to be bloodshed together. This is going to be bloodshed. This is not going to be implemented without bloodshed. Okay? You best believe it. And if you don't believe it, look at what is coming on Redacted every single day. Look at what's coming on the Ahchyam show and a whole bunch of these on regular media. Okay? Where the people right now are dividing. What it says, if Satan is divided, the house cannot stand. This kingdom is divided. Okay? The people above us, these Edomites, are divided. That's why they pat you on your back sometime and they trying to see which side you stand on, Jake. Because see, their thing is about numbers.
They want pacified, docile Jake.
Okay? Who they don't care about. Look, hey, I just showed you the picture of their history and what these people do to us. Every single one of them. None of them are innocent. I went through slavery, so did this brother. When they took us on their boat, where me and him decided we jumped off in the water and tried to commit suicide, or whatever the case, we died on the way here. Guess what? We were born here. We all had to go through that judgment. God eventually got caught up. We caught up with them.
Oh, the Northern Kingdom was the first to go into slavery. See, they didn't teach us that in school because a part of that same encomienda slave system that they used against the Moors in the 15th century, around that time, the beginning of the transatlantic slave trade, the same encomienda slave system they used to enslave the northern tribes, including Gad. They were taken to Spain and whatnot. Like in the 17th century, during the Pequot during the Pequot massacre by the Puritans, which are the Pilgrims, they sold Squanto the Gadite into slavery for British shillings, man. So there's records of them selling the northern tribes into slavery.
But you know why they don't want to embrace it? They still see that's kind of like shame. It's kind of like shame. That's the reason why it's always shown as Negroes, but they don't actually ever talk about this. They don't ever talk about the Latin tribes. Okay, slavery, the Northern Kingdom. They only show the Negroes because being slaves and being basically we are what the generation, or what do you call that that word? Well, we're the descendants. We're the descendants of slaves. Which, I mean, we can go all day with that because we are our fathers, so we were slaves, okay? That was us. It's the other day. But see, it's a token of shame that they don't want on them. They don't want that. But they don't understand that slavery is biblical, that we're supposed to go on that. Part of that's being in this oppression and this slavery, okay, which is basically known as spiritual sword of Egypt, is the fact that there's going to be redemption in the end. So what are you ashamed of? We're not ashamed of the slavery. As a matter of fact, man, look here. That slavery actually verified who we really are. What is going to happen to this man? Okay, and what is going to happen to us when we get those glorious bodies and come back and stun the shit out of these people, man?
That's right.
Okay? So what are you ashamed of, you Northern Kingdomers? You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. The point is verse 4. It says, the Spirit of the Lord God Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord Yahweh has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. And we're in prison, man, especially in these chains of darkness. All right, it's carnal prison that we're in. And it's actual, that wars against the spirit to do the things that our spirit ought not to do. Like Apostle Paul quoting Ahchyam. He said, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. This is spiritual warfare. And we're going to get redemption from this shit real soon, man. That's right. And then from the redemption from this actual prison, especially within the prison industrial complex, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So now, Esau got FEMA camps and whatnot they got out here, okay, within these military bases where they're going to be throwing people in there, torturing them and whatnot, okay? Like the brother from GMS, Mississippi was going into. See what I'm saying? That could very well be the lot of some of us, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why Sirach, the 2nd chapter says, when I come to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shai, prepare their hearts for temptations, man. We have to build on these things so that way if they happen, we're not going to be taken aback. We're not going to be taken back by it, man. We're gonna embrace it. You see what I'm saying? Well, all in all, the end game is, all right. The aftermath, rather, is redemption from these curses, and we're never going to feel pain again. As Isaiah 61 and 2 says, proclaim an acceptable year of the Lord Yahweh and a day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord Yahweh, that he might be glorified, okay, through this garment of praise, okay, of the spirit of heaviness, man. And this garment of praise spoke about in the 9th and 10th verse in the same chapter, Revelation 16, 15, and so forth, man. That's why I believe it's in Zephaniah 1 and 8 says, those who will be found wearing strange apparel, okay, of this world, of the fashion of this world's perception of wisdom and understanding shall be destroyed. Living like a sodomite, living like a whore, damn harlot, living like a gangbanger, okay, a drug dealer, a murderer, a conniver. You see, you're going to be destroyed, man. Here's the point, Isaiah 61 and 4. And they shall build the old wastes. They shall raise up the former desolations. And they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. See that? Because we're under generational curses. So when these devils say, oh, get over it, that was so long ago. Pick up yourselves by the bootstraps. If you're in America, there's no excuse for you not to have ample opportunities to succeed. That lines up with Psalm 73 and 8, where it says they speak lawfully concerning oppression, man, because they have no regard for our people, man. Exactly. That's why this is going to be first fulfilled, where Yahweh Shai is not going to have any regard for you goddamn devils, man, because you reap what you sow. And you devils, I try to confirm you devils have not counted the cost, man. You thought, hey, why? Because Yahweh Shai is giving your minds over to the delusions of your own wicked imaginations, that just perhaps you'll be able to succeed within the satanic New World Order. Okay, that you will be able to convert this world into a gigantic satanic playground, and it will forever remain that way. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he had done. And there is no respect of persons. There is no respect of persons. Okay? Yahweh Shai only gave you devils a short season to rule over his people because he deserved it.
The season is almost over. That's right. That's right.
That's right. See? So now, okay, you devils you are starting to realize that you don't have very much longer here, man. You don't have very much longer to rule over our people.
Why do you think you come with a great ride, Esau? Why are you so anxious to push this forward? Why is 2025 so significant? You see that now, the number 2025, that time, that year, seem to be really being pushed out here. The new scandemic is coming around that time. warned by that one man, the man, Bill Gates and his husband.
God.
Okay? Oh, they'll take it serious. You know, all the times in 2025, okay? They mention it all the time. This is what? July or August of 2023. Jinx. That's 14, what is it? 14, 16 months. 16 months. 16 months. These devils have something. Whether it's going to come in the beginning part of 2025 or in the mid, on their paper, in their plan book, they have something to do. Something that's going to convince you to want to bow down to them. Something that's going to bring the chaos. 2025. But yes, sir, y'all want to go and do your TikTok and twerk on the cars, and the women twerking on house roof, and twerking on these cars that are doing these drag races and stuff like that. And then they get thousands. That's what you spend your time doing. Okay? Okay. Don't expect to see a camp, at least not us, at those drag races when you're out there twerking. We're not going to be out there. We don't go to those type of places. You are going to get noticed by Esau, right? Oh yeah. You wanted that notice, you want to get attention, you are going to get attention. The Lord is going to give you that attention.
That's why he's removing the protection. He's removing the security, rather, from Esau over you women, you haughty daughters of Zion. Like, look what happened to that nigga woman down there in Dubai. Look what happened to that nigga woman that lied about supposedly being abducted. Now the bitch came out in the middle and she lied, man.
Right now, they're talking about another pandemic of syphilis and STDs that is going across Nashville, Houston, down the deep south, which is where majority of the nigga bitches are. Okay? Once again, you're actually listed as a disease carriers. So how do you think you're cute? You think I want to live with a damn nigga bitch? Absolutely freaking not.
That's why you so-called passport hoes that emulating the movement of the passport bros are going down there and getting confounded. Like a lot of these bitches that are going over there of the tribes. Okay, you scoundrels, you degenerates of our people. Because you don't deserve to be called women. Because women mean servant. You're just females, man. Okay, so you hoes that are going over there, like going over to Mexico and whatnot to get these cosmetic surgeries. How about Shirishai bringing judgment upon you in the process, allowing you to die in the midst during the cosmetic surgeries?
Or get killed, get kidnapped.
Done.
Get kidnapped or robbed and kidnapped.
Or like them two nigga women around the BET Awards, them strippers, them nigga woman strippers, they had like a suitcase full of money, and these two niggas just came out of nowhere, just robbed their ass. On camera. And I think the nigga women were at home, they reached their destination where they were laying their heads at, wherever that was. And then they just, looked like they were minding their own little, minding the business, and then these two niggas with masks or whatever across their face came out of nowhere and just robbed them. Okay, out of nowhere. See? That further confirms having fathers moving the security of you hoes, man.
Boy, okay. you wait till you get that when you get that thing that mark in your body. There's a whole new type of criminal element that's gonna come through. And you can use your imagination. Because now you can have people kidnapping you. Let's say you have an allotment of 3 packages of meat you could buy a week. You can have a whole new crime wave going on where they're kidnapping you, forcing you to buy your allotment for that week. And then you don't actually use it. They're gonna be taking it. Some people really believe they can cut your hands off and actually take your shit and then swipe your damn crap and use your doggone credits that Esau is going to give you. Because you know the criminal element is going to find a way behind this. Okay? So now your body is your damn friggin' ATM. Your body's now your bank account. You come, you take my money now, you get my wallet, I go, hey man, hey, you got it. Now I gotta go apply for driver's license and all that stuff again. But you got the wallet. But wait a minute. If your identification is in your hands, your money's in your hands, on your forehead, man, they're kicking your head off and taking your head, or they're taking your hands with you, man. And it's a lot of deaths, a lot of people are going to die that way before they realize, well, wait a minute, you can't even utilize it like that. Because Jacob's stupid, man.
That lines up with lines with 2 Ezra 15, where it says how they shall have swords in their hands, not spoiling any, not spoiling their neighbors, man. So that's not far fetched. Okay, that's not far fetched at all, man.
Yeah, cutting your head off to use your thing to scan for friggin' no long credits or friggin' something or whatever, kidnapping you. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get hit, man.
This is gonna create a. There's a reason why the scripture says trouble on this earth like it's never ever been. There's a reason for that. This is not gonna be smooth like, oh, you take it and you just walk inside there and why doesn't everybody take it? Because this is the Lord's great snare, man. That's why only the elect is going to be saved out of this year. Okay? And the people he's going to save, the other nations that he's going to save, basically either for the judgment of the lake of fire or parts of earth was going to be the first ones in slavery. Okay? This is going to be a horrible, horrible time, man. This is not going to work out like how you people think, man. Okay? It's not going to. Okay? Okay, how are the cartels going to make their money? Because essentially all the money they have, all American dollars they have buried underground or behind the house or the barn, that's useless. These guys, man, kidnapping people are going to be taking a whole. They could be taking you down on people down there. They could be forcing you all to take this.
And then you women too, you women that line up and take it, you know, with children and whatnot. You already see the spirits of vengeance are already being unleashed on you women nowadays, more so now than ever before. What more so in that time, man? Cause like I brought up that account, that incident when the two nigga bitch strippers got robbed. Okay, what more so when they know that you got the chip?
Exactly.
Well, and then people, it's not gonna be far fetched. See, there's an app I think where they came out where people could tell. I think there was like an app somewhere where people could detect who had the juice or not.
Yeah.
I think it was an app. Yeah. So that's gonna be like an app that Esau can come out with, where they can see who got the chip. So these little vagabonds off the grid or whatever.
You can get hackers. You get hackers.
Yep.
Hey man, this is electronic, man. It can be hacked. It can be hacked.
There will be a major criminal element behind this.
Yes, boy, it's gonna be. You best believe. But the problem with that, this is gonna be worse because I'm like, hey, we're getting robbed. Oh, well, take the camera, take the wallet. We still live. Oh boy, but now you're taking hands. They be grabbing them, chopping your damn hand off with them damn machete.
That's how sadish Jake is, man.
Yes.
Yeah, Jake, that's in the character and nature of our people to do some stupid shit like that. Man.
That's why it's gonna be so wicked. Why you think it's gonna be so terrifying, man? This is not gonna be like if I take that, I can go shop and we all can get along. And then
on top of that, it's definitely not far fetched because the Constitution will be suspended at that time, man.
What, you think the cops are gonna be out there? Oh, wait, what am I working for? If you could take away anything I want just for that. Oh, you did an illegal stuff. Oh, we're gonna take your credits from you. Okay, that's how we're gonna punish a cop. Oh, what, the cop is gonna show up? Remember the Romans? They couldn't feed that doggone military force before. They got AWOL sign happening right now, and we don't not even know World War II yet. Wait till that shit starts. Anything else?
This is Hebrews chapter 9, verse 28. So Hamashiach was once offered to bear the sins of many, and unto them that look for him shall he appear the second time without sin until salvation. So he's only going to protect those who seek him. 2/3 are seeking Yahweh Shemeshah, they're seeking Esau. That's why I hold to the Spirit. Let me bring this out real quick. This is a report as of recently that's down here in Kenya. The citizens of Kenya have been flocking to a quick mart, shopping, a marketplace, to get their hands on cryptocurrency. Who's behind cryptocurrency? You know, Esau Edom's satanic council, man, on behalf of the NRA and all these clowns, man. You know, supported by these satanic councils. Okay, on behalf of the wicked elite international crime banking families. So people, I see, and a good number of these Kenyans, there's Israelites in the midst of these people. So that's childish behavior, man. That's a characteristic of Jake. Okay, so that's further confirmation that Jake's gonna be lining up hook, line, and sinker to get this shit, man. Out of fear of losing their carnal life, and that's why Ahchyam said, "Fear not he who can destroy the body, but rather fear him who can destroy both the body, soul, and health." And that's why that line from the same Matthew 6 chapter where it says, "Think not." Now, I'm trying to go to get that real quick. Okay. See, people think it's far-fetched that Yahweh Hashem is going to be able to provide for the elect. What I mean, we bring up the accounts of like Elijah being fed by ravens. That's foolishness, man. Get at how you live. Get at how you live. That's Jake's mentality. It's the same Matthew 6 and 32. 31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, "What shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh, and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." So, like I said in Proverbs 7 chapter, roughly paraphrasing, do the works of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Eshad, keep the commandments, and keep your life. Keep your lives, man. See, St. Matthew 6 and 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the days evil thereof. So Jake got a plan for their college intuition, you know, their college tuition for their children, their 401k. All these assets and all this shit gonna be frozen, man. You're gonna be sick.
Yeah, but spend your money while you can, okay?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Straight up and down, man.
Okay? Buy times about shit like food.
God.
Fire.
God.
Okay? A Portugal cook.
Yeah, things that people take for granted.
Yeah.
You know, toilet, well, that's not gonna do too much. I mean, you can add a toothpaste, toothbrushes.
Floss.
You know, little miniature bottles of yayan. Hey, because that's gonna be another commodity you can exchange for bartering purposes, man. See what I'm saying? You know, so hey, man, we're coming to the time where, you know, ultimately, the devil that's behind this agenda is going to be punished, man, and then we get to watch him squirm, okay, before we get to rule over him for all eternity. So we end off here, St. James 2 and 13, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that has shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoices to gain judgment. That mercy is coming to us, man. Okay. That's a point to rejoice against the wickedness of you devils, man. The unrighteous judgment that you are exercising right now, that has this world in darkness, man. That's being extinguished through this remedy, and that's His word. That's why you're looking to outlaw this word. Like down in Utah, down here in Texas, in certain schools had a test run. Down here in Bible Belt, Florida. Over there in China, they're incarcerating people for this. I further confirmed that them damn groups down there in China, the Moabites, are in cahoots with Esau. It's all controlled opposition, but ultimately there's still an actual opposition against the devil. Because they think they think they actually be granted an opportunity to rule this earth. But the next nation can rule this earth are the meek, because the earth shall be given into the hands of the meek, man, in these last days. All right. We're going to end it off on that note, man. Hopefully, Adonai Ratazah, you know what I'm saying, this camp lesson was further edifying and exhorting to your elect. You know, so as always, we're going to go ahead and turn east, face east. We give all praises, glory, and infinite honor to our power, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Kakadash. All right? Call Almighty Yahweh, Bashim, Mashak, Rashad, or Kakadash, for blessing with the spirit to come out here and get another week in season, out of season. All right? With the righteous luxury for to push out this glorious gospel. All right, and shalom, all the salutations to Yasha, the house of David. Okay, including the apostles, elders, great millstone, all the Ratazah, along with the rest of one that elect men, women, children of Israel across the four corners, man. Okay, question. And during this affliction, like sound soldiers, I'm not sure how to shine. Okay, so with that, Baba Bull, DTA, Baba Bull, soon, very soon.
Now,
Shalak Rayam to this place.
right.
Shalom to you later.
die.